What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about LiteCoin today, LTC USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 4th day of September, and here we are sitting at about $112.70 right now on this week. 3 days, 23 hours left in the week here. More like 22 and a half hours, right? We got 22 and a half hours left in this day, the 4th here. We did have a high at about 113,000, or sorry, I'm stuck on Bitcoin. $113. Probably comes down a little bit, right? We're finding resistance here at prior support. I wouldn't be surprised if we did come down. I don't think this is a head and shoulders pattern. No, I definitely don't. But it does look to be some kind of diamond top. Okay, and if it is a diamond top, we have highs here, lower highs here, lower lows there, right? That kind of stuff. That's the diamond top. And it seems as though you might have broken out of it to the upside. Maybe it's not a breakout yet. The breakout's to come. It's very common to break out one way and then rip back the other direction, or break out one way, rip out the other direction. So don't be completely convinced that this thing is dead in the water. If it does break out to the downside, right? I don't think that it will be. I very much do believe that LiteCoin has a lot higher price action to go. And again, maybe I just drew that line wrong. But either way, looking at this here, on a daily time frame, the RSI, to me, it would make sense that it goes a little bit lower, right? We've got lower highs here, lower lows there. I would think that we progress lower until we hit that oversold area, right? We don't have to get into the oversold zone, but the oversold area itself, maybe just above it like this, right at it, just below it, whatever. But if the 40 was to hold the support, I would think that any of these 3 attempts would have given us a stronger result than what they have given us, so other than just like lower highs. So I definitely think that we have lower to go. Stochastics also look weak. We're appearing to turn around right at this area that we've turned around before. Probably gets back to the oversold zone. The MACD is also weak. We do have bullish divergence forming, though, on the bright side, but overall weak right now. A little lower to go. So how low are we going to go? That's the question, right? From a low to a high here. Low on the 22nd of June to the 13th of August. Low to high. We've got the 382 right there. We're crowding it. Typically with the 382, you look to find support, move up to the 236. The fact that we haven't been able to do that really either of these times, it might be too early to say here because we haven't moved down yet, but the fact that we didn't do it here makes me think, and the fact that we are grinding out this 382 makes me think that we go lower. How much lower is the question? I'd say the 0.5 to the 6.9 is the area that we would intend. Okay, so that's somewhere around $100. Makes sense. Psychological support right there at $100, $101. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if we went down there. Breaks right below this low, might make some people capitulate based on that notion, or think that we're going below $100, or maybe it's once we go below $100 that we get that capitulation, which right down to the golden ratio, prior areas of resistance here, prior areas of support right there, and resistance right there, right at that $94, $95 area. Maybe as low as like $91 at the most, but something lower makes a little bit of sense to me. We don't have to go lower, but that's just the thought that I have in my mind right now, is that we would move lower. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame, and then we'll zoom out from there and see if we can validate that. Okay, hold on, you guys, hold on. Let me put this. Sorry, let me try. All right, so looking at this on the 1 hour time frame. Sorry, my daughter was in here with me, and I told her she could stay in here. She was being quiet, but she was getting a little bit. I know her, man. I can tell when she's getting a little rambunctious, and she's been rambunctious today, man. The 1 hour time frame, man. I know that like most guys, you guys, and me too, man. I get it, right? For a long time, most guys want boys, right? I get it. Maybe some girls want boys too, but you guys having a girl, dude, I don't know. I haven't had a boy. I've got 2 girls, and man, I would be okay with 20 of them. Like genuinely, they are something special, man. Anyways, if anybody's out there gonna be a dad, or if you're wanting to be a dad in the future, and you think that you need to have a boy, just understand, girls will melt your heart, man. I'm sure a little boy would too, but man, they get you. They get you real good, man. They are the best. I would take a fleet of little girls, I swear. Anyways, that might have sounded wrong in any other context, what I just said at the end there, but I meant it in the most endearing way that could ever be potentially made. Anyways, looking at this on the RSI here, right? Like if Jeffrey Epstein was saying, I could use a fleet of little girls. That's a little bit different than how C-Zar's meaning it. Anyways, higher lows here with the RSI. It looks like we're turning over. We've had a plethora of opportunities to get into the overbought zone. We just aren't doing it, right? I mean, look at this. No overbought indications, getting oversold, no problem. It's pretty volatile RSI in all honesty, but I just think it's time to come down. That's what it looks like. Bearish divergence on the stochastics, looking like you want to come down as well. MACD, I mean, yeah, dying off in your bullish momentum, turning around. It's not going to be as reliable. You've been moving sideways, so I mean, I don't really care about the history or the oscillators so much. Oscillators being above the zero typically is a bullish thing, but I would focus more on the histograms probably there. 4-hour time frame. All that to say, it suggested that we go lower. 4-hour, we're finding resistance here, prior support. Right, stochastics have been overbought. That's a good look, but you just didn't do much with it. You got overbought, stronger reading than you've seen really since August 22nd. And what did you get? You got the lowest high in this whole range. You got a lower high, right? That's not good. You don't want to do that. Higher highs your indicator, lower highs in the price. That's not good. RSI rejecting this area around the overbought zone, right? That's actually a pretty weak thing. And typically, you at least get into the overbought zone. Even if you're going to reject here, you can't even do that. It's pretty weak. And the MACD is right at the zero line, looking like you've got a high here, lower high, right? Connecting the dots all the way down. You're probably going to find resistance right here at the zero. So come on down, LiteCoin. That's probably what you're going to do, genuinely. I wouldn't be surprised in the least. You're at $112 now. We'll see you at anything from about $91 to $100 itself, $101. Something in that range there, which is pretty nice, right? I mean, overall, if we're looking at this on a weekly time frame, you're in this ascending channel. I'm not drawing the straightest lines, but I don't really care to. You can see what I'm talking about, this ascending channel upwards. If we find support even at 90, right, 91, like the lowest possible area, that's still a higher low throughout this whole range. You're not going to the base of this range. And, you know, in that kind of context, let's actually put some lines on here, okay? Let's do this real quick. All right, let's try to get a line that's like a best fit for all these. You notice that every time that you've found resistance here at this line, you've come down to this line. Have you noticed that? Every single time you found resistance here, you've come down to this line. Well, I guess at least in this area, somewhere in this area here, right? Whenever you're like breaking out, right? I guess this is the one exception here, the one exception. But other than that, you've gone down to this area. If you find support around the 100 to the 90, that is a bit different, and you're getting a second higher low in this area. I don't know. I think that'd be nice to see. I think that'd be really nice to see something different, just showing that you're rejecting this area like you have before, but you're getting a different result, finding support in the middle of it, right in the middle too. I want to draw a channel and just see if that would be right there in the middle. Let's see. I'm not gonna try to cherry pick it. I want to be fair. Okay, let's do this. Get a line of best fit, maybe something like this. Is that appropriate? Take this low area here. Would this be the low? I think that would be. We're at the center line now, so never mind. 103. Whatever. And I might not be drawing it appropriately. I was trying to draw it quick anyways. And but I would expect that we do go down to about $100, $90. We're at 112 now, so really not that far away. Anyways, guys, clearly a massive accumulation phase, okay? A lot of people believe in Dogecoin, but a lot of people don't believe in LiteCoin. But the thing is like Dogecoin's fate is kind of tethered to LiteCoin. Dogecoin needs LiteCoin to work, right? And LiteCoin is some of the most merchant acceptance. It doesn't need LiteCoin, but it uses LiteCoin to work. I mean, it could need something else, but I mean that might be a pain in the butt. I don't know. LiteCoin and Dogecoin are like intertwined, guys, and Dogecoin's number 8. LiteCoin's got some of the most merchant acceptance in the space. It's literally number 3 as far as that goes. It goes Bitcoin, Ethereum, then LiteCoin. LiteCoin might even have more merchant acceptance than Ethereum, actually, to be completely fair. I think it might. And it's number 21 on the list, right? Merchant acceptance is a big deal. Not only that, but you're the reason why number 8 is even like feasible while it's even working, right? Like you've got a lot of value to you. It's a sleeper. It's a real sleeper, man. And I think this $8 billion market cap is going to turn into a $160 billion market cap or more by the end of this cycle, right? Massive accumulation phase. We zoom out, it's even a more massive accumulation phase. It's even more dramatic, right? And whenever we break out, I just feel like if this was a stock, like if I was in the traditional finance sector and we were talking about this stock, it's called LiteCorp, and it looked like this. I drew this on a multi-month. It's been like this since 2017, and I showed this to some old head who's like 70 years old, who's been doing stock trading and analysis for 40 years or more. He'd look at me and be like, dude, nice find. And we're at the low area of it too. We're not even at the breakout point. This is a perfect area to enter. Like $112 now, knowing it goes to $90, or even at a better entry like this. This is going to be spectacular when it breaks out. And I feel like it's going to just seem obvious, right? There's a few of these that we talk about that seem like they're going to be obvious whenever they break out. Not every coin that has rejected its or not seen new highs cycle after cycle. I guess this one has technically, but not every coin that's been like in a consolidation phase for multiple cycles breaks out and goes higher. But this is a good phase, right? Most of the coins that they don't see higher highs, or at least they're in a consolidation phase multiple cycles, they have lower lows too. If they don't have higher highs and they have lower lows, bear market after bear market, that's a problem. But this is a very bullish phase of accumulation overall. And I think that what's going to happen is, especially because LiteCoin's been overlooked, I think we're going to see it rally all the way up to its all-time high area between now and the end of October. By the end of this next move, right? The timing keeps getting pushed back, but the reality of the matter is it's the same move that we're discussing here as we were discussing here, right? It's just when it happens, it's going to happen fast. And I would certainly expect that we're up here by the end of the year. But going into the end of the cycle, you guys, these targets that we've had for like multiple thousands of dollars, $6,000 even or more by the end of the cycle, they're still very much on the table, because the cycle, as long as we're still tame and we're being constructive like this, the cycle can last a lot longer. And I do think that it will push into 2026. So all in all, very, very, very bullish on LiteCoin. Absolutely I am. We're at $112 now. See you at 90. See you at 100, somewhere around there. Give or take a couple bucks either direction, right? But I would be surprised. I'd be absolutely flabbergasted if LiteCoin wasn't at least at $2,000 by the end of this cycle. That's my prediction, is that it will be probably above $2,100 by the end of the cycle, at least. And at most, we're at about $15,000. I don't think 13K would hold us. I think if we got up there, we'd actually wick a little bit above it, and maybe 15K is where we stop, right? Because typically you do wick a little bit above the 2272. But something in between here, man. 45 to 63, you've made a lot of sense out of this area too in past videos. I don't want to get into it now, but anything and everything in between. I really think LiteCoin's a gem. I think it's a hidden gem that's right under your nose in front of everybody's face. It's been in the top, it's been in the top 20 for a lot of its time. If we take out stable coins, it is in the top 20 now, but it's also been in the top 50 even whenever it gets kicked out of the top 20. It's been relevant, right? It's been relevant whether you want to hate on it or you want to love on it. It's been relevant. It's been a thing of discussion in this crypto space. So I very much do believe, and it's been used. It's been utilized. It's pretty decentralized. It's viable, right? And it's been around for a long time. This is the kind of coin that institutions would invest in as a crypto play, all right? If somebody wanted to create a competitive chain to whatever crypto reserves the United States has or other countries have or other companies have, LiteCoin, I think, is a perfectly under the radar kind of coin that's stood the test of time. And it just makes sense that whenever we do move up, I wouldn't be surprised in the least if some big institutional financial institution was announcing that they were incorporating it in one of their like MicroStrategy like things, right? But anyways, I've got nothing else, guys. I'm blabbering on at this point. So hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.